Thank you. Again, this is Rich Cowan. I'm the Vice President of the Western Region for Dynamark. And I want to thank you for joining our webinar. Again, happy holidays. And I'd like to go over something with Dynamark briefly before we get into our Invisus program. This is just to review again the success of InstaConnect. We're now at the point that about 25% of all high priority alarms are actually being handled through the text messaging program. And for even those that don't use the text messaging program, when they get the text message, it alerts them that a phone call is coming. So they're even more likely to answer the call when it comes, which is obviously the big issue with central stations. We've gotten occasional arrests on burglaries. We've stopped a couple of fires. We stopped a fire this morning through our dispatchers. It's just been a great program and has been very successful and very well received by our end users. So just a great program, something you should really look into. All right, now for our newest vendor partner. I'm excited about these guys. This is another way for our dealers to add revenue on a revenue stream into their account base. It's a way for them to offer their customers a more complete security, not just physical security, but now we're starting to talk about their cybersecurity as well. It's one more thing that you offer that the guy down the street doesn't, and makes you even more of an integral part of their security platform, makes them stickier, so they're less likely to leave you. And at this point, I'm going to turn this. First, I'd like to introduce Todd Williams. He's the Vice President of Sales for Invisus, and the iDefend product. I had to iDefend. I have trouble with the Invisus word. And then to Jamie Harrison, who will be handling this presentation today. Guys?
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Rich. It's a happy holidays, first of all. Merry Christmas to everybody. As we wind up the year, we hope that you take this moment to do a little bit of planning for next year on how you can potentially diversify your business and grow. We are super excited about this relationship with Dynamark and all of the dealers and entities that are associated with Dynamark. This is groundbreaking territory, and you are among the first in the nation to hear about the emergence of cybersecurity and as a layer of protection in the residential and commercial space. And you've got an amazing opportunity in front of you. But let's get started with some information here. We'll spend 20, 25 minutes maybe covering some slides. I'd like to talk about the opportunity, of course, creating recurring monthly revenue, how cybersecurity can play a role in your growth of your business. And then I want to talk a little bit briefly about protecting yourself and your business and ensuring in your customers' minds that you're a cyber safe company as you're growing and expanding and retaining customers. We are Invisus, that's a Latin word for invisible. We've been around since 2001, and we've pioneered a number of different solutions in cybersecurity and identity theft protection. We are in all 50 states throughout Canada, several other foreign markets. We've partnered with central stations. We've most recently done our partnership with Dynamark here, and super excited about where we're going to take this and go. I'd like to touch base briefly on the risks and the trends that are in front of us, because if you're not familiar with cybersecurity, you need to kind of get a snapshot of where the market's going and what's happening. What is driving this opportunity for you as a dealer to expand and grow into this area? Let's first look at the trends. The risks are real that are out there. If you listen to the news at all, you know that. You heard about data breaches. The one that just hit yesterday was massive. They say that 18,000 organizations from the U.S. government at the state level and a bunch of private businesses were hacked all in one hack yesterday. That was announced. It's been going on for months, but this stuff hits the news always. And we're kind of geeks in this space, so we listen to it and watch it. But you just have to watch the 6 o'clock news and you'll hear about cyber attacks and scams and holiday shopping scams and all the crazy stuff that's going on. So the consumer, your customer, whether they're a business, whether they're a residential customer, they are aware of these growing risks. They know that predators and criminals have moved online and they're living in the dark web. And so in today's digital age, we all kind of live in this, virtual digital world. We do a ton of things online, and we are now playing in their sandbox where these criminals have moved. In the residential space, this is kind of what's happening. Cybercrime and identity fraud and other types of things have now replaced other crimes as the #1 crime-related worry in the United States. 100 million people report suffering from cybercrime annually now here in the United States. Consider that's 1/3 of the US population say that they have suffered from some type of cybercrime every year, whether that's a virus attack that takes their computer out, whether that's identity fraud, whether that's bank fraud, credit card fraud. Increasingly now at the home front, all the devices in the home and the compromises, the baby cameras that are compromised, all the crazy stuff that's going on. So 100 million people are saying that this is now their #1 crime-related worry, and the cybercrime is a really big deal to them. So in the residential space, just know that your customers are concerned about their data privacy. They are concerned about their security in a digital world. In the small business sector, the same thing applies. Every small and mid-sized company, corporation, organization, nonprofit, they all are targets of hackers today. They're the easy prey. And so the bad guys, the cyber criminals, are really going after small businesses. And consequently, 43% of businesses, small businesses, are the target now, not these major corporations, not these big ones that hit the news headlines. Every month, thousands of businesses are hit through cybercrime attacks. Ransomware is a massive problem where they lock up their computers and systems and hold it for ransom. You've heard about these things, right? Unfortunately, the statistics are not good in terms of survival from a cyber attack. 6 in 10, 60% do not survive longer than a year after a data breach. That's a study that was done in the East, back East, reported in the Wall Street Journal. It's a scary, scary statistic. So your commercial clients are at risk. Your residential clients are at risk, okay? The bad guys are coming after us in this new digital age that we're all growing and building our businesses in. Trending wise, the spending is going through the roof on this. It's a multi-billion-dollar market right now, and it's expected to continue to just skyrocket every year. More spending by businesses and residences in cybersecurity. The IoT expansion, the Internet of Things, the smart devices in homes, from smart security systems to home automation and systems integration stuff, that is driving spending like crazy in cybersecurity, because there's a lot of fear around who has access to what. And can my home front, can my business be compromised? Can somebody break in through a digital door? So the new normal is also driving a massive spending and growth. And this is really a benchmark concept for you to kind of hinge your future growth on. And that is the new normal of the home being the new tech center. Residential has become the office. Residential has become the school. So online learning and online work, shopping, entertainment, all of those things are now happening on the home front. So there's this new normal where an estimated 20 to 40% of employees will continue permanently working from the home environment. This is creating opportunity for everyone in our industry to jump in and provide solutions and solve problems in this cybersecurity and this privacy, digital privacy era that we live in. So these are the trends that are really driving growth and what's creating the opportunity for you guys. So consequently, there's sort of a land grab happening in both the residential space and the commercial space. Who's going to kind of bring these solutions into those markets? There's a race, there's a land grab happening, and you have that opportunity to be right there at the forefront of grabbing the real estate, owning those customer relationships, and profiting from it. That's what this message is really all about. Someone's going to own that customer relationship when it comes to cyber. You might as well be the one to introduce it, start fostering that market, and becoming known as, hey, we don't just do X, Y, and Z. We also offer cybersecurity protection or cyber protection for you. And so we believe that alarm companies are perfectly positioned to take the market share and go with this side by side together with what you already do. Leverage your existing expertise your reputation and launch into the future on this new layer of protection. So there truly is an opportunity in cybersecurity here. Hopefully I've outlined that well enough for you. Here are the four main benefits that we see in terms of what this can do for you. If you're, and you don't need to be any kind of an expert in cybersecurity to build a business that refers companies and customers into solutions, right? We are the cybersecurity experts. But here's what, by partnering with Dynamark and with us in this cyber initiative, you're going to be able to differentiate yourself. So when you're attracting new customers, you're going to be able to bring more people to the table because of your diversified message. You will alleviate fears of people who are saying, I don't know that I want these cameras in my house, or I'm afraid of having somebody install. I'm afraid of you collecting information when I'm trying to finance this. I don't want to give you my social and date of birth. There's a lot of fears that people have. And as you build your business, you're going to want to look for ways to differentiate from the other guys down the street. And you're also going to want to be able to attract new customers and expand your base. You want to expand not just your RMR, but you want to expand the numbers of customers. And we think cyber is an opportunity for you to do that, both in the residential and the commercial space. Number 3 on this list is really increasing your monthly recurring revenue. This is a way for you to potentially really dramatically increase the amount of money you make per customer when you look at your profit at the end of the month. And I'm going to show you that in just a minute. And then finally, boosting retention. Stickiness and retention is a huge topic in the industry, and adding these types of really sticky services, these high loyalty services, really help enhance not just your reputation, but your loyalty from your customers, help you boost retention. So this is about creating lifetime customers. And you guys are probably really good at doing that in the physical security space, in the alarm space. We're going to add to that and build on that and help you boost your retention even further. So let's just move into kind of what our solutions are. We have a set of products that we're introducing through the alarm industry that you will be able to leverage to take those 4 points I just covered and really change your business future for the better. I want to start by just giving you a concept. In the world of home security and integration in the home environment, you have layers of protection. You've got your hardware, you've got your camera systems, your doors, your locks, your windows, your panels, doorbells, all these fancy things that really is genius technology that's being implemented now, and it's rapidly expanding. And then on top of that, you have a layer of smart home integration, and then the whole systems integration side of it, from routers to smart devices, and integrating it through single panels to control HVAC and lighting. There's another layer there, right? So you have your home security layer, you got your layer of smart home integration. On top of all that is a layer of cybersecurity. It's an umbrella. As you move into this new digital age, you've got to add that next layer of protection. So every residence and businesses, they're all looking at these layers of protection, and cybersecurity is that layer of protection on top of everything you're already doing. And our solutions are those layers. We provide that layer for you. So in the residential space, you heard Rich mention this, iDefend is our brand. And this is what we protect, literally tens and tens of thousands of residences today with this program, with iDefend. And we have a brand new version of it emerging coming January 1, that a new user interface and some really exciting stuff that you're going to be able to leverage all of this as you introduce cyber protection to your residential customers. When you consider the home front, there's a lot of risks. We talk about it in terms of digital doors. How many digital doors are open to compromising that home? And when you look at it that way, there's a number of factors that an individual you should consider for your own personal life, for your family life. Identity protection, of course, is right up there among the top of the priorities. It's monitoring your bank accounts, your credit reports, monitoring for fraud, monitoring for your personal information being used to commit fraud in your name, create criminal records in your name and steal money from your bank accounts, all that kind of stuff. Ruining your credit. Everybody's aware of it. Everyone knows about it. In fact, identity theft is kind of hitting its maturation point with the LifeLocks of the world out there continuing to market and pound the markets with advertising in this space of identity theft protection. So your customers and you understand identity theft protection pretty well. You need to complement a lot more than that, though, in today's digital age. With the convergence of our physical and digital worlds, you need to also pay attention to network and device security, so the home network. the Wi-Fi router, and then all the devices that connect into it, starting primarily with computers and your mobile devices, so tablets and smartphones. These are the attack vectors. This is where the hackers are going to try and get in. They want to get to the home network and the devices connected to it. Increasingly, we're going to be taking a look at the IoT devices, so camera systems and appliances and other like personal assistants like the Amazon Echo devices or Google Home. All of these devices that are connecting into the network are potential risk factors. And so when you look at that second column over here on this chart, that's a massively important part of protecting the home front. You got to have good network and device security. And so that's a part of the iDefend solution. From checking your antivirus software on a computer to evaluating your Wi-Fi security and making sure that nobody can hijack your home network and everything else around that. That's what we mean by network and device security, and that comes with our program. Thirdly is tech support, technical support, on-demand technical support, having a full-time unlimited access to a team of technicians who will troubleshoot you that router for you and make sure that it's safe and secure and that your devices connect, that your printer can connect, that your smart TV can connect to your router, all that connectivity stuff around the Wi-Fi in your home. And then for full computer support, full technical support for anything that goes wrong with the computers in the household, anything goes wrong with mobile devices, primarily with security and privacy, and other types of connectivity issues. But all that is included. A full on-demand technical support plan is included. Powerful, powerful benefits. And then online privacy, social media monitoring, your whole social media presence. You've got to be monitoring for that as well. You've got to be monitoring sex offenders in your neighborhood. So that's included in here. Who's moving in that is using social media around you to track down their next victim. On top of that is a full educational platform with online privacy. So alerts, notices like what to watch out for. For example, this holiday season, there's a number of scams going around. Our customers are aware of those scams ahead of time. They know what to look for. How would your residential customers know that if they don't have a service like iDefend to tell them ahead of time? Here's what you need to watch out for. So you have to include alerts and these types of scam warnings in this overall platform of defense for the home. You literally could sell each one of these things by themselves for $10 to $30 a month per home. We do all of them together for $10 to $30 a month. And I want to show you how exciting this is going to be, because what we've innovated and pioneered is something that the market has not done, and that is provide the first overall complete home cyber defense or home cyber protection program. It's a layer of protection on top of everything else that they're doing as a homeowner already. So hopefully you got the picture of what iDefend is and how robust this is. I'm not going to get into full demo mode on it, but this is just basically to introduce it and then invite you to reach out to us afterwards and learn more and see how this can benefit you. What we are doing though is structuring a bundled protection plan for dealers. This is exclusive to the alarm dealer industry. And we have worked with Dynaweb to bring this bundled protection opportunity to you for your residential customers. So you don't have to necessarily think of this in terms of opt-in marketing, where you have to go out and physically sell at the door or get your call center to sell or your customer service team to sell these solutions. This is an easier way, and it's a very innovative, genius way of introducing this coverage to all of your residential customers as a group. We're able to provide a household coverage plan for all members of each of your residential accounts. And we're able to do this for pennies on the dollar. And you'll be able to source this bundled protection program, a basic plan. It's kind of a lightweight version of our granddaddy, right? We've got our elite plan that has everything in it, all the bells and whistles. This is the light version of it, and it's designed as a group coverage, so all households covered, and you're able to do it for literally pennies on the dollar. And we'll get you the price quotes, of course, but plan somewhere in that $1 a month, $1.50 a month range, potentially per household. It's an exciting way to easily open the door up and provide basic protection services to your customers. So with this basic plan, they're getting a full ID theft coverage program for their entire household with $1 million protection guarantee. If any person in the household is a victim of identity fraud, we take care of it. and we'll spend up to $1 million in our side to get them back to pre-theft status. That alone is worth an enormous amount of money in coverage. They can cancel their LifeLock relationship and spend the money with you instead. Then you add to that a cybersecurity support hotline. They can call if they've got a scam coming at them, a fake call from Microsoft saying they need to do a tech support login on their computer. This kind of stuff we see all the time. We're giving your customers that support hotline to call. It's into our call center based here in the United States. We have added to that an annual cyber defense checkup for each of the residential customers that are on the plan. So as a group, every one of your customers would be invited to go through an annual cyber defense checkup. And that's an online process. They go through and answer a few questions and then speak with one of our technicians and just make sure that they're doing everything they should in their home. A lot of people, have spent money on certain cyber defenses in their home, but boy, there's most people have big gaps and they're wide open. And through this quick checkup, we can identify that. We offer that as a part of this program, this basic bundled protection plan for your residential accounts. On top of that is twice a year computer security checkups, meaning we're going to go look for viruses that slip past their antivirus defense. We're going to go look for ransomware evidence. We're going to look at other issues there. This coverage alone, just the virus removal, the twice a year computer security checkups is worth, $40, $50, $100 alone. And you're looking at pennies on the dollar to be able to bundle this with their existing residential plans. So powerful stuff. And then to wrap that up, we're going to include the Cyberhood Watch newsletter and security alerts. That's our alert platform, right? We call it the Cyberhood Watch. It's a digital version of a neighborhood watch called the Cyberhood Watch. And everybody who's got that household coverage through you is going to also now start getting these alerts. So that's really powerful. Imagine offering all that up, bundling that into your existing residential contracts, and you either invest in it, spend that $1.50, whatever it is, to provide that at no cost to your customer. Maybe you add that into your monthly billing to the customer. Maybe you want to make money on that. There's a lot of creative, strategic ways that this bundled protection plan, this entry-level protection plan, can be used for you to get your foot in the door with cyber. This makes it super easy for your customers to see that they get these great benefits with you, and it's really sticky now, right? Because they're just getting these basic protections from you. Here's where it gets really interesting, though. Each one of those customers on this basic plan, as they use the product, as they get that annual cyber defense checkup, or they call in and because their computer was taken down by a hacker or a virus or something, when our technicians and our team is talking with them, almost, the majority of the time, and it's like a huge percentage of them say, how do I get protection for another computer? Or how do I get more checkups? Can you troubleshoot my router? Can you do this? Can you do that? And immediately our team is trained. It's like, you know what? Through your alarm dealer, you've got options to upgrade into some premium plans. We have an essentials plan, an elite plan, and we can do social media monitoring and all these exciting things. And when they upgrade, we will do the billing. We will create a billing relationship with that customer with your co-branded name on it. We will do all the frontline service and support and taking care of it. So you don't have to mess with any of these upgrades into our premium services, but we pay you back a recurring monthly residual on this. So you'll earn anywhere from, a couple of bucks to $10 a month per household that goes through and upgrades into one of our premium plans. And these premium plans, like I told you before, range anywhere from $10 a month on up to about $30 a month for the household. And so this is a low price point. The services that we offer are valued at $100 a month plus, but we're doing it in volume through organizations like Dynaweb. So you're able to bring a very competitive price point. It blows away the LifeLocks of the world, the Nortons of the world, the Geek Squads of the world, because it has all of those things together in one plan for less than what they charge for their one thing. And that's what's so powerful and exciting about what we're doing here. Now, we've done this for a long time, and we've got, like I said, many, many households around the country and around the world that are using our services like this. So we're excited to bring you on as a partner, as an alarm dealer, and show you how residentially you can really jump into this game. I want to touch very briefly on the commercial side. If you have commercial accounts and you're listening in on this, we have a number of really great commercial cybersecurity solutions for your small to mid-sized businesses. ranging anywhere from a sole proprietor business all the way on up to large companies with thousands of employees and everything in between. Every vertical, from healthcare to legal to accounting to manufacturing, retail, e-commerce, hotels, spas, you name it, dental. We have customers in commercial in all of those markets, all over the country. And you're able to basically simply refer people over to us because you can say you're in cybersecurity and you have commercial solutions for cybersecurity. So as you're providing your alarm services, other environmental security systems, other systems integration work, maybe some of you listening do full technology implementation and support as an MSP into small business. This is an amazing cybersecurity layer of protection that you can apply on top of your current services to say, look, just check it out. Trust me, you're going to love this stuff. You trust me with this security. You need to listen in on this cyber side. At least get a free consultation from them. And so we do full data breach prevention and compliance work with our InfoSafe product. We have a full remote workforce plan for people who sent workers home and who stay home working full-time or part-time. We have a full employee protection plan also for businesses, so where employees can get the coverage and the protection they need with this IDEFEND plan. There's no sales involved on your part. It's a referral process. You're just referring people to us, and we'll offer things like a free risk assessment, free consultation, no obligation, free education and awareness, free training, webinars. We do all that now, and we're going to just plug your people in to that learning process and that opportunity to just try our stuff out. So we do the sales, the billing, the service, and the support on the commercial side. All you're really doing is just telling people that there's great solutions available and referring them over to our team, and our team kind of takes the relationship and runs with it. And any of them who enroll in any of our commercial security services or our SMB cybersecurity solutions, you get paid RMR on that. And you can plan somewhere in that $20 to $50 to $100 a month per commercial account in RMR coming back your way. Again, we do all the work, and you're just leveraging your existing relationships and telling a great story. And we can teach you how to introduce it. We provide you the full marketing kit to launch this out there. So it's one thing to partner with us, it's another thing to implement. So let me just paint a very brief picture of what implementation looks like. It starts with a co-branded strategy. So we would encourage you to put a web page up on your website that talks about cyber risk management and cybersecurity. And then just say, you know, we have solutions for our commercial accounts, and we have solutions for our residential accounts. Put our brands out there. We'll give you the copy. We'll give you everything you need to do to create a web page. We will give you everything you need to then create collateral material for customers. If you want print material or emails, all those things, press releases, customer communications, how to introduce this, that initial reach out to your customers through email or through direct mail. What do you want to do to introduce it? At the door, if you have people at the door, what do you hand the customer at the door when you're out there selling a new account? We'll give you the information to slide into the folder that you leave behind. We'll host webinars for you and your customers and invite people in for free just to get educated about the risks and what they can do. And of course, we do the online order processing and billing and tier 1 customer support on everything that we do here. So really, it's a turnkey kit. We're going to give you everything. How to roll it out, and then over time, as these upgrades happen, these premium upgrades happen, you're going to have the advantage of us doing the selling work for you to create that RMR. I don't want to leave stop my words before I talk about the customer experience. You need to know that this is something that we live and breathe every day. We don't want just happy customers. We want raving fans. We wouldn't be in business for 20 years if we didn't care about that customer experience. And we have a very high retention rate, a very sticky rate on this stuff. So if you're worried about, partnering with somebody who's going to have communications with your customer, just know that it's a co-branded experience. Even the alerts that come out, the newsletters, all this, it's got your logo on it together with ours. They know you've partnered with us, and we will build a trusted relationship with your customer that will last a lifetime. So you're going to create a lifetime type of residual income in this space by adding this layer of protection. But I just want you to know, we know how important that customer relationship is. Our call center focuses on raving fans. We reward our people by great customer experiences. And that's just how it works. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up with this. It's a question many of you may be asking is, what should I be doing to protect my business and my people? That is a very legitimate question and a very important question. You almost can't be in business today without knowing that you're taking good steps to protect yourself against cybercrime. You almost can't be in business today without having a public facing message to your customers that says, we are a cyber safe company. Your information is safe with us. You almost can't be in business today without having some message like that. Imagine a year down the road, 2 years down the road, how important this message of privacy and security is going to be as data breaches keep happening, and people freak out about election fraud issues and all kinds of things. Our world is crazy right now, and the bad guys are everywhere, and they're using technology to breach people. So the fear and the heightened awareness of privacy issues will come home to rest at your business's door. And we recommend every dealer seriously take a look at, what are you doing to protect yourselves against a data breach? What would happen if your company were compromised? What would happen if your customer data was leaked on the dark web? This is what happens to businesses every single day by the thousands across this country. And so at some point, you have to really address this question of, what are you doing to protect your business right now? So in terms of alarm dealers, we recommend that you consider at least a consultation with us to find out about this InfoSafe program, the very same program you'd take to your commercial accounts. Find out what this can do to get you into a cyber safe posture, so that you can then say to your customers that we're a cyber safe company. We have a certification that you can achieve, the InfoSafe certification. And then you can use even that in your marketing to say, no, we've been certified on the InfoSafe program. Your data is safe. We take extraordinary measures to protect you. So we're the good guys. The guy down the road that you were considering going with, or that big company that advertises, they're not certified. We are. And use it as a competitive differentiator. What InfoSafe will do is do a full compliance and risk management program for your business, from assessing where you are, to testing your networks, to training your employees on cybersecurity and privacy awareness, to vetting your vendors and your suppliers, to addressing a breach if it ever happened, how to respond quickly. How do we need to report to any authorities, or do we not? Being able to pass cybersecurity audits, having compliance documentation and reports on hand. InfoSafe does all of that, all in one cloud-based software platform combined with services. So you're assigned a team member here who walks you through everything. And this is a powerful way, very affordable way for you to get your arms around your cybersecurity and take not just the current firewalls that you have and antivirus that you have and other protections that you already have in place, but build on that with a good risk management program. And I think you're going to be excited to find out how affordable it is. These plans start under $100 a month for an average small business, and then kind of go up, into 100, 200, 300, depending on how big your company is. We're not talking about tens of thousands of dollars here like you'd find if you went anywhere else. So this is designed for small business, and it's a powerful solution that you really ought to consider. We recommend you look at it at least. Maybe it's not the right time, but at least know what it is. So reach out to us and we'll tell you all about it. The last piece here is employee protection. If you're going to protect your business, as part of that, you should probably consider, how are you protecting your employees? So we have an employee protection plan with iDefend that it gives you the opportunity to do blanket coverage for all your staff, sales guys, 1099 or not. You can include and pay for that protection starting at $4 a month per employee. The elite plan with all the bells and whistles and credit monitoring and technical support plans, all that is $8 a month per employee. So this is like the cost of a lunch per month for your employees. If you're willing to buy your employees a lunch once a month, you can afford to give them an employee protection plan. Consider that employees are one of your greatest threat attack vectors. Hackers know this. They know that their mobile devices are a way to get to your company. They know that their home office, when they work from home, is a way to get to your company. So not only are your employees a risk to you for data breaches, but there's a new corporate responsibility that's emerging, and that is, we're engaging people in this whole new digital life as employees. How are we, and what is our responsibility to help protect them in their home environment, their family? It's a perk, but it's more than a perk. It's helping to protect your business. You can do this full blanket coverage starting at $4 a month, and I'm telling you, consider it. it's a great perk and a benefit. You want to hire great people away from other people. This is a way to do it. Advance your business forward and consider offering this type of protection to your key people, your employees. There's also voluntary enrollment options. So if you don't want to do blanket coverage, you can just do a voluntary plan. But I wanted you to know that there's a fantastic employee protection plan out there. So the full. I'm going to kind of leave it at that. Kind of park it on protecting the business, and let's see. I'll back it up here to iDefend because that's the hot button on the residential space. So let's open it up for questions, and I'll turn the time back over to you guys, and I'd be happy to talk a little bit longer. As you know, I'm not shy about talking here.
Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate that. That was very informational. We appreciate it. I do have a few questions here for you. What do I need to get started today?
In essence, you want to reach out to either Mike or Rich there at Dynaweb. They're going to be the tip of the spear in terms of introducing you to us. We are going to be scheduling one-on-ones with dealers who have interest in this at any level, whether it's jumping in the RMR side of this or doing protection for their own business and employees. Either way, reach out to those guys. We're gonna set a calendar link out here that you're going to be able to just schedule time that fits in. First come, first serve. You probably already have that. I'm not sure if that's already been given to you, but get in quick if you're interested, because our schedules fill up fast. There's a lot of interest in what we're doing here, and a lot of people are seeing this as the future. So really just schedule time with us, or reach out to your key people there at Dynaweb, and we'll take it from there.
Awesome. How do you see this new layer of protection for security companies enhancing our business?
I'll just remind you what I said earlier. Just plant this seed in your mind. There's layers of protection today that every home and every business needs. You guys already provide a great layer of protection, the initial line of defense. Add to that what systems integrators are doing, and maybe you're expanding into systems integration, but add to that smart home, that whole smart home nerve center. That's another layer of not just protection, but services and powerful benefits that people want today. So you have home security as a layer, you got smart home automation and integration as a layer, and then on top of that, you have cybersecurity as a layer of protection. If you consider where your business goes, you're in the security business, you're in the protection business. All of these things matter, and cyber is simply just one more layer of protection on top of what you already do. Don't make it more complicated than that. It's really just that simple. There's digital risks. You need a digital protection layer, and that's what this brings at a very low price point in full featured benefits. So that's what I would say on how this helps you differentiate.
Perfect. I have a little different business model. Can you customize this approach specifically for me?
Absolutely. We've done this for a number of years. We work with a number of different vertical markets and partner programs. So we have the capability of being flexible and creative. If you've got a unique business model that you don't see what I've described here today fitting for you, then you really need to reach out to us and strike a conversation up, because we're capable of doing almost anything you can imagine in terms of a business model with cybersecurity. So don't fear reaching out on that front if you don't see how it fits perfectly for you here today.
All right. And can you tell me more about your commercial packages and how I protect myself as well as my commercial customers?
Yeah, for sure. I think the best thing to do there, I've given you a pretty good high-level overview of that here in this presentation today. InfoSafe is the program there that protects you and will protect your business or your commercial accounts. I would recommend strongly you just do a demo with us. Schedule time and let us show you how this works. We can send you a 10-question quick assessment that will get you started, that says, you'll ask yourself these simple questions, and that will tell you right off the bat, am I doing enough, or are my commercial accounts doing enough? And you'll quickly see how powerful having a solution like InfoSafe will be for you. But a demo is probably the best, easiest way. In that demo, we will ask questions about your business. We will ask questions about your commercial accounts, the demographics, the type of data that you deal with, and customize the information to you so that you're not just getting, boilerplate out of the box stuff here. It really make it personal to you. That's why you want a demo. That's why you want to have our team talking to you. All of it is no obligation. All of it is really just educational. You need to know where this market is headed. And I'll just end with this. If you don't move in the next few months to at least see this stuff, you need to understand that your competitors are going to go down this road. That's the nature of this beast. Just look at the signs around you. And if you're listening in on this, then you probably already know that instinctively that cyber is going to become a big thing here in your industry, in the alarm space. So jump in early, get started now, because otherwise you're going to be fighting an uphill battle. I can't state that strongly enough. If you could see what we see from our viewpoint, our 30,000 foot view, this is going to go crazy in this space. So we're just super excited to work with really great companies like Dynaweb to introduce us to you and give you kind of a first mover advantage, specifically in the regions you work in. Be the first mover in your region. Find out, how to protect yourself, how to protect your customers. I guess that's really the summary of my message.
Perfect. And if there's no more questions at this point, we'll go ahead and begin to wrap up. If you do end up thinking of more questions, feel free to reach out to Rich or Mike. You can also use the info@dynamarkmonitoring.com email box, and we'll be sure to reach out to you. Also, the Calendly link has been put in the chat, so feel free to use that if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one with Invisus. And thank you so much for your time, Jamie. We appreciate it.
You betcha. Thanks, guys.
Guys,
Have a
thank you
good
very
day.
much. And happy holidays. And I look forward to speaking with you guys. I think this is a great opportunity for you to explore. The easiest people to sell are people you already sold. So those customers already have faith and trust in you. Here's one more thing for you to offer them. Thanks. Bye.
Take care.